Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here. Welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am grateful to be here and I am glad to be here. And every second counts, right? This week, my go big, besides every second counts, is my gratitude for the gift of choice. Imagine living in a world without choice, a place where every action, every path, every outcome is predetermined. Think about it. You'd have no room for creativity, no room for growth, no room for individuality. Choice is the foundation of freedom. It is through our choices, the big ones, the small ones, that we learn, we grow, and we create ripples of impact that affects our lives and the lives of others. The power to choose allows us to embrace gratitude, overcome challenges, and align our choices with our values. Even in the most difficult times, we still get to choose what our response is, what our perspective is, what our learning is. Truly, the gift of choice is one of the greatest blessings that we've been given. Dallin H. Oaks, who's a renowned legal and religious scholar, he said, desires dictate our priorities. Priorities shape our choices. Choices determine our actions. This reminds me that the choices we make today not only shape our lives, but the lives of future generations. Think about it. In everything I'm doing, I've decided, in everything I'm doing personally and professionally, I've decided that if it doesn't strengthen future generations, if it doesn't create positive generational impact, then I'm not doing it. What that means is that our legacy becomes a generation of even better choice makers. But let's think about it. Would you agree with me? Would you agree with me that everything that we do influences future generations? It influences the next generation for sure. Think of it as a garden. Without prioritizing weeding, watering, and sunlight for the most vital plants, the overgrowth chokes out everything else, and the harvest is lost. You see, our desires are the seeds, and prioritization is the muscle. We'll talk about that ensures we nourish what matters most. So the fact that our desires, our priorities, our desires shape our priorities, which in turn determine our choices, underscores the incredible responsibility and opportunity we have to guide, influence future generations. And so, if we prioritize planting seeds of gratitude, that's our desires, character, wisdom, and compassion, we equip the next generation not just with tools, but the clarity and the courage to make great choices, even in the face of uncertainty or challenge. You see, positive generational impact, I believe it starts with us today. By choosing to align our actions with enduring principles that transcend fleeting success or comfort, by modeling intentionality and cultivating environments where meaningful priorities can thrive, then we nurture a legacy of empowered choice makers who continue to influence the world for good beyond us. Think of that garden again. When we take the time to nurture the roots, we strengthen character, competence, compassion, and connection. You see, the harvest is not just plentiful, it's transformative. The choices we make today ripple forward. They create a world where succeeding generations don't just survive, they thrive. And they're strengthened by the model that we model for them. So let's ask ourselves, think about our responsibility. Two questions. What seeds are we planting right now, and how are we prioritizing their growth to ensure the brightest possible future? And two, how can we teach children and ourselves, future generations, to make ourselves and future generations to make choices that align with worthy desires and enduring principles? Here's a couple of ideas. Give your young children, start giving them choices at a very early age. For younger children, empower their decision making. Offer them simple choices. Do you want this red shirt? Do you want the blue shirt? Would you like to read before bed or would you like to draw? You see, these are small choices that teach them that choices are important, that decisions are important. They're opportunities, not limitations. Maybe for older kids, you could turn prioritization into a fun challenge. Like create a game where when they have a task or something, you sort it into, is this essential? Is this important? Or is this optional? Ask the question, why is this task essential? What happens if it's not prioritized? For example, do we finish homework first or watch TV? Let's talk about the impact of each choice. Each week, I've decided within our Meaningful Monday message, we're going to highlight ways that we can all become better choice makers, regardless of our age or status. How's that? So this week, let's choose one worthy desire and make a choice to nourish it. One worthy desire and a choice to nourish it. And then we can reflect on how that choice can create ripples for future generations. Remember, desires dictate our priorities, priorities shape our choices, choices determine our actions. Every small choice we model and teach leaves ripples for generations. Have a meaningful week. Upward, onward, outward. Thank you for being here. I look forward to talking to you next week. Bye-bye.